Okay, we are live with another one. All right, and I'm over here starting up my computer. Hopefully, it's starting. Yep, my computer is starting. We are live with another one, guys. And the topic of discussion is where is UFC 317, guys? Where is UFC 317? Who is headlining UFC 317? Who is the co-main event, main event of this beautiful event that's supposed to be happening right now? But unfortunately, what's going on here? Hold on a second, guys. I'm having some problems here with my computer. What's going on? But unfortunately, guys, we don't. We do not have a main event. We don't have a co-main event for UFC 317. A lot of people are still wondering what's going to happen with UFC 317. What is going on, man? Is it dead? Hold on a second, guys. What the fuck is going on here? I swear, if it ain't one thing, it's always a fucking other. Oh, I'm sorry for cursing, guys. I'm sorry. I apologize about that. Was it that? I'm not sure. Maybe the computer broke. I have no idea. Hardly even use the damn thing. But guys, UFC 317 does not have a co-main event. Doesn't have a main event. Unfortunately, we are here, grasping, you know what I mean, at the straws right now, waiting on pins and needles for Mr. Dana White to finally give us the news of who is the co-main event and the main event for this illustrious UFC 317, guys. Okay, but unfortunately, guys, Dana White is busy. All right, Dana White is busy. If you guys didn't catch the Knicks versus the Celtics game, it happened yesterday. Okay, Knicks versus Celtics. I'm bringing this up. All right, I'm a Knicks fan, and while I'm watching the Knicks, what do I see? I see Dana White sitting front row in the Boston arena. Okay, and the first thing that came to mind was, oh, there you go, enjoying yourself. You know what I mean? Go ahead and enjoy yourself. Enjoy the game. Okay. Enjoy this game because your Boston Celtics, first of all, they're about to go down 2-0, baby. But not only that, guys, okay? Not only that. The second thing that came to mind was, wow, Dana, you really look like you enjoying yourself here. You know what I mean? You enjoying yourself watching the Celtics play my Knicks, huh? Huh? You're so busy promoting, Slap and doing other ventures that you don't have enough time to fill in, for the UFC and making decisions on who's gonna co-main event and main event UFC 317. All right, no. Dana White was too busy for that. He was over there in the Boston Garden enjoying basketball. You know what I mean? Enjoying the basketball views from Boston, from his hometown. Huh? But guess what, guys? He just went down. All right. All right. I got a whole bunch of bro. What's good? What's up? How you doing? Go Pistons. Who's bro talking to? Never mind. Yeah, man. I'm talking to myself. You know what I mean? I'm talking to myself. You feel me? I'd rather that, anyways. Man, my computer did break. There's nothing I can do. The computer broke. Unfortunately, yeah, unfortunately, my computer just broke. I have no idea why. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know. I hardly even use it. What's going on here, guys? Does anybody have a? Does anybody know why computer breaks so easily? Jesus, can make computers so cheap. I got an Apple computer and I got an HP. You know what I mean? My Apple computer is undefeated. This HP, I only had it for a little bit, and it's already almost done, guys. All right? It's almost done. New York Knicks loses to Oklahoma anyways. If you say so, man. If you say so, man. You know what I mean? If you really say so. If you really think the New York Knicks are going to lose against Oklahoma, then that's what's up, man. More power to you, man. More power to you. You know what I mean? We need more people like you walking around this earth. You know what I mean? People like you who like doing incest, you know what I mean? Doing nasty things like that. We need more people like you for sure, you know what I mean? More retards walking around this earth. Uh, Daniel, Golden State Warriors to the chip for the story. I don't know. What Golden State isn't guys isn't what's his name? I don't even know his fucking name. Seth whatever his name is. Isn't Seth Curry injured or something like that? What the fuck is this stream? Well, if you don't know what this stream, you could get out of the stream. You know what I mean? That's what's so beautiful about choices in life. And you can make easy choices and you can get the fuck out of my stream. You know, my stream is specifically about UFC and mixed martial arts, all right? But you know what I mean? Or right now we're talking about whatever it is we want to talk about right now. But right now specifically, the topic is Dana White and his inability, to come up with a main event and a co-main event for UFC 317. Instead, he's enjoying himself, out there in the Boston Garden watching his Celtics take a, 0-2 loss to my New York Knicks. If you talking about incest. Yeah, I was talking about incest because somebody had mentioned something about something around here. They mentioned a retarded comment here. And I just mentioned, yeah, we need more people like him. You know what I mean? We need more people who are into incest, right? And are retards. We need more retards walking around this earth. Obviously, I'm not talking truth, right? But hopefully you can understand that. Somebody says Lakers in 5. Oh man, those Lakers, huh? I've never been a Lakers fan, never in my life. I'm a fan of where I reside, all right, and I'm from New York. All right, I'm from New York. I was born in New York. I didn't choose this. Okay, it is what it is. I didn't choose New York. New York chose me. All right, I was born and bred right there, and I gotta say, man, totally worth it. I'm not gonna be a bandwagon fan and try to hippity hoppity towards winning teams. No. You know what I mean? Knicks all the way, die hard. You feel me? But anyways, guys, what's wrong with Dana White? What is wrong with Dana White? What is Dana White going to do? And what am I going to do with this computer? This computer is totally off. This computer is broken. That's it. This computer is totally blown, man. This computer is totally blown. There's nothing I can do. It's fried. I don't understand why. Hardly used it. Literally hardly used it. Unbelievable. Piece of shit. I swear I'll never spend another $200 on a piece of shit computer. All right? Never again. This computer needs to go. All right, this new computer. As long as they get my Taco Bell order right. Dodgers destroy the Knicks any day. Wow. Yeah, for sure, man. Mets or Yanks? Mets or Yanks? Well, I'm gonna tell you the truth, guys. If you're gonna ask this question, okay? If you're gonna ask this question about the Mets and the Yankees, okay? I'm gonna have to answer this truthfully. All right, growing up. Okay. Once again, I didn't choose this team. This team chose me. Growing up, unfortunately, I got a lot of opportunities to go to the Yankee Stadium. Okay. My father. He worked in the bodega. There was always hustlers, coming in and out of the bodegas over there in New York. If you're not familiar, all right. And these hustlers would let go of tickets. They would have tickets for sale, and my dad he'll come up, and he'll bless us with some tickets to go see the Yankees. So if I had to choose any baseball team, I watched the Yankees the most. I went to their stadium the most. I watched Derek Jeter the most. I watched the Yankees in the 90s and the 2000s the most. All right, so it has to be the Yankees for me if I had to choose a baseball team. However, I don't watch baseball anymore. You know what I mean? I really don't. I think it's just not one of those sports that I'm into anymore. You know what I mean? I was into it when I was a kid, not so much as an adult. You know what I mean? You got the Miami Khalifa glasses. MIA Khalifa glasses. Thank you, man. I don't know what the hell that means. You know what I mean? But these are, these are just regular glasses. You know what I mean? Nothing too much with them. You know what I mean? Nothing too much with them. Yanks, my slong. Wow, that's what's up. Respectable. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm definitely. Damn, what's wrong? I'm like, I'm at a. What happened to this thing? I hardly use this thing. This thing literally took no falls. What's going on with this computer, guys? What is going on with this computer? It can't be dead. It just cannot be dead. It can't be dead. I've done charged the shit out of this thing. It just can't be dead. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, that's what I'm working with right now is a broken HP computer or what is this? A laptop. That's why I stick with Apple. I got another laptop, an Apple laptop that I never use. I just use those things for important, documents and stuff like that. My HP, I wanted to use it more frequently for just, surfing the web, whether it's going on ESPN or going on Google or UFC, things of that nature. And now I don't even have a fucking computer to do that. What the hell is going on here, guys? What is going on? If I had to answer that question, yes, your mom's ass cheeks clap real good, bro. Like that. I had that shit clapping all fucking night. Let me tell you something, man. She loved the way I make that clap. I could tell you that much. All right, I could tell you that much. What do you think about Topuria? What do I think about Topuria? Let me see what I think about him. I mean, there's really nothing I think about the guy, right? You know what I mean? He did phenomenal things in his division. He beat arguably two of the arguably two of the greatest, featherweight fighters, to ever grace that octagon in that division. Unfortunately, he doesn't want to make the weight anymore. He wants to move up, so that's really his decision. You know what I mean? That's really his decision. Hopefully, everything works out for him. But I really don't have any opinion about Ilia Topuria. Really, you know what I mean? He's not really a fighter that I look for. You know what I mean? I don't search, for his fights or anything like that. Very good boxer. It's just very hard to relate to the guy. Don't disrespect your grandmother's son. Oh, that's so sad, man. That is so sad. I'm so sorry for disrespecting him. You know what I mean? But his mom's ass cheeks were just too nice. I couldn't refuse. Okay, so he's over here asking about does it clap? So if I had to answer it, yes, your mom's ass cheeks does clap, hella loud. Okay, actually so loud, in fact, that he knew about it. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, topic of discussion, guys. Where's Dana White? What is Dana White gonna do? UFC 317 doesn't have a co-main event nor a main event. What is he doing? He's too busy out there in the Boston Garden watching his freaking Celtics lose to the freaking Knicks go down. Okay? The Knicks win 2-0. Dana White is over here looking shocked. And I'm shocked that he's even at this game. What you should be doing is going to the UFC table and talking about what is going to headline UFC 317. What is going on here? Huh? Forget about the Boston Celtics. They're going to lose against my Knicks, okay? Dana, get your ass back to the table. Get your ass back to the drawing board and talk and freaking revisit who is going to headline UFC 317, guys. That is what is on the table right now. What do you think about GTA 6 trailer? Well, I haven't really even watched the GTA 6 trailer, guys. You know what I mean? The last GTA 6 trailer I watched was the very first one that they ever came out with, which was what, like a year ago? Guys, when that game comes out, I'm gonna take most likely maybe a 2 to 3 week hiatus. You're not gonna see me on here. No. I'm gonna be in a whole nother universe playing GTA. Why? Because I want to. That's why, okay? If you're not familiar with Red Dead Redemption, go play that game. Red Dead Redemption 2 is a phenomenal If you guys haven't even played that game, go buy that game right now. Purchase it, play it. You're gonna love it. It's arguably top 3 best games ever made. Red Dead Redemption. I actually want to see what Rockstar has to offer with GTA. All right, that's what I'm excited for. So when it comes to GTA, I'm excited for it. But the trailer, I could give a shit about it. All right, once that motherfucker comes on pre-order, I'm pre-ordering that son of a bitch, guaranteed. Chrissy, wake up. How many kids you got in your basement? In my basement, you see where I come from, there's no basements. You know what I mean? I don't have any basements. You know what I mean? There's no basements over here. You know what I mean? This is not up north, right? Where you can actually hide kids in the basement. You know what I mean? But no, guys, there's no, there's none of that. But I could tell you this much. If you're asking that question, obviously, is because you know about that situation. So maybe you either, one, are the person that are abducting these kids and putting them in the basement, or 2, you probably was the one getting abducted and put in the basement and having your booty hole play with. You see, those are the only 2 options there, buddy, okay? But guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media. Thank you. How you doing? 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 Everybody saying hi. How you doing? Red Dead is a banger. Red Dead is a banger. If you haven't played Red Dead Redemption, go play the game. I tell you right now, I could care less of how many hours I waste on that game. You know why? Because it's fucking worth it. It's worth it. I don't give a damn how many hours I waste. Okay? If I ain't got nothing to fucking do, I might as well go on to Red Dead Redemption Online and waste my fucking time. Okay? All right? Go play Red Dead Redemption, guys. All right? They added your mother in GTA 6, bro. She is looking fine. I highly doubt that. I highly doubt my mom is looking fine. Okay, I highly doubt it. I'm just telling you the truth. All right, there's no way, okay? Because even when I stare at my mom, most likely, I have to take off my glasses, okay? I don't want to see anything, all right? There's no way I want to see anything. I don't want to see anything that has to do with that, all right? So, good luck with that. Where are you in the world? I'm in Australia, SA, bro. You in Australia, Chris? That's what's up, man. Bless, man. I've never been to Australia. I would love to go to Australia. It's funny. One of my friends actually went to Australia recently. I want to say like about 8 to 9 months ago. He actually went to go visit Australia. And dude came back with so many good things to say. He said your food is terrific. He said your people are terrific. The only bad thing about Australia, he said, was the 17-hour flight that it took to get there. But besides that, Australia is phenomenal. And I'll tell you what, man, I believe every single word that this man says. He's never been flaky with me, never. So when he tells me Australia was a trip, let me tell you something. I might just go make a trip to Australia, all right? I'm from the U.S., man. I'm from the U.S. I'm in the southern part of the United States of America. All right, the best part of America. Yes. Is your mother clapped? I don't know, man. I have no idea, man. I have no idea about the mothers and the clapping. But I can tell you what, man. I guarantee, all right, the only clapping you ever heard, okay? You ever heard? Let me not even go there. You know what? Let me not even go there, because if I go there, there's no going back. Like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it, guys, okay? All right, let me see if this computer will turn on now. I've been turning it up, turning it down, turning it up, it's not turning on. Wow, unbelievable. I guess it is broken. I guess the computer is broken. There's nothing I could do about it, unfortunately. It's just not turning on, and that's crazy to me. Why? I've never dropped this computer. I did nothing to this computer. I've been very polite to this computer. I just want to break this computer now. Don't ban him. Don't ban him. Ban that guy, bro. Yeah, I won't. I won't ban him. I won't ban him. It's a total waste of time banning people these days. They're just gonna make another, YouTube and then come right back on here and secretly stalk me, right? You know what I mean? It's insane, man. It's insane how things have changed in this world. You could spend a good $300, $200 on your good earned cash here, and nothing, no power. It's not no power. It's telling me it's not working. How is this not working? How is this not working? How is this not working? This is unbelievable to me. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on, I gotta check something out. Let me see. Maybe it turns on now. I can't believe this. I cannot believe this, guys. I can't believe. I'm in shock right now because I'm just telling you the truth. I'm just telling you the truth, man. I'm just telling you the truth. This computer, I mean, guys, I bought it like a year. It didn't even last a year. This computer didn't even last a year. Unbelievable. Walmart, HP. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Piece of shit. I don't think I got punked, guys. You know what I mean? I don't know how I got punked. There's no way I got punked. You know what I mean? There's just no way I got punked, guys. Come on now. The only punking I see is the people who actually waste their time going on somebody's channel and writing negative comments on their live. I think that's just pathetic. You know what I mean? Pathetic. But it is what it is, man. You know what I mean? You got that. You got those type of people out here who are just blood sucking, just suck, just suck and suck. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, they're just gonna keep sucking, and that's okay. You know what I mean? That's their job, is to keep sucking. You know what I mean? They take from their moms. You know what I mean? Bro has no life. Yeah, I know, man. Really, it's insane to me. You know what I mean? It's insane to me. You could be doing anything you want. You could do whatever it is you want with your time, but yet you want to come on somebody else's stream and just write negative comments. That just tells me everything that I need to know about you and your personality and how you handle your life. That it tells me everything. It tells me everything, guys. But yeah, man. A little something I did want to bring up was the Belal Muhammad drama with Kamaru Usman. I did want to show you guys the video for that. The audio for it, but unfortunately my computer's not working. Like I said, it's just I don't know what's going on with this shit. Like, really, I don't know what's going on with this. I'm pressing power, nothing is happening. It's unbelievable, actually. I can't believe what a piece of shit HP is. I will never purchase an HP computer ever again. Never. What a waste of $200, man. I could have just gone. I have an Apple laptop, but I don't like using that one, because I use it for other shit. But this is crazy. What happened? I have no. Oh yeah. What happened with Belal Muhammad and Kamaru Usman? Let me. Damn, I wish I could show you guys, but there's a little bit of drama there. I guess Belal Muhammad, a while back, he had went on the Pound for Pound podcast. If you guys are not familiar with the Pound for Pound podcast, that is Usman's and Henry Cejudo's podcast. That's a little podcast that's called Pound for Pound. And Belal Muhammad they asked Belal Muhammad to be on the show. And I guess Belal Muhammad went on the show. And him and Kamaru Usman actually went at it. They actually had some words exchange, some drama that happened. And it actually got to the point where there was a physical altercation that actually almost occurred. And if it wasn't for Henry Cejudo, the situation would have just it would have excelled and it would have went way overboard. And throughout that whole situation, I guess throughout the scrumble, Henry Cejudo ended up spraining his ankle because he was trying to stop the fight. And yeah, I just thought that was intriguing. The story comes from Bilal Muhammad. He told the story today over there in the press conference, because today was a UFC presser for UFC 315, and he explains that whole drama that happened with Usman in his podcast, and it's a good sell. It's a good sell. You know what I mean? Even Bilal Muhammad said, it's a good sell if Usman is able to get past Buckley. I think they should leak the video, and we should run with it, and we got drama. So I thought that was awesome. I thought that was cool. Gotta like a little bit of drama, especially when it comes naturally. Does your keyboard have lights on the side? Does my keyboard have lights on the side? Not no, I wouldn't say that. No. You think Jones is gonna fight Tom? Nah. John Jones is not fighting Tom Aspinall, guys. I don't know how many times I have to let you guys know that. All right, but I'm gonna keep letting you guys know. John Jones is retired. The last time you saw John Jones fight in the octagon was against Stipe Miocic, and that will be the last time you ever see John Jones grace the octagon. He is not fighting in the UFC again, and he's damn sure not fighting Tom Aspinall, guys. Okay, I could tell you that much. It might be a black screen problem. What the fuck? When did this happen? I guess this happened. Yeah, it is a black screen problem, actually. It is a black screen problem, actually. When I turn it on, my screen just is black. It's not showing shit. I don't know what's going on. And when did this happen? This happened, this happened yesterday at the press conference where Bilal Muhammad was asked a question about the drama with Usman. But the situation happened, I want to say the situation happened probably like maybe 3 months ago, maybe 4 months ago, where Bilal Muhammad went on the podcast and the whole situation happened. However, the video was never surfaced because obviously Usman, he just didn't want to put up the video. So the video does exist, but Usman, he hasn't put out the video just yet. Do you think they were selling a future fight? On Usman's part, most likely. But for Bilal Muhammad, I mean, he could care less. I think Bilal Muhammad could care less about selling anything at this point. He's the champion, and for Usman, he's on a 3-fight losing streak, hasn't won in a while, so he has to find creative ways to get right back in title contention. And I think that would be a good story to tell if he's able to beat Buckley, and maybe come out with that video where the altercation with Bilal Muhammad almost happened, and then maybe you'll be able to sell that fight for sure. Did Usman get smashed? Well, from what Bilal Muhammad says, they didn't get a chance to really get into the altercation. It was just a nice scuffle of them trying to get it at each other, kind of. And from what I hear from Bilal Muhammad is that Bilal Muhammad had made some comments to Usman, and Usman, he kind of felt a certain way, and he let it be known. And unfortunately, Bilal Muhammad is just not that type of guy to just, be a pushover. I mean, the guy's a champion for a reason. So things got heated, things got heated. Bro, Leon and Muhammad are boring ass fighters. Yeah, I mean, Bilal Muhammad, I wouldn't say he's a boring fighter. You know what I mean? I don't want to say Bilal Muhammad is a boring fighter, just because if I say Bilal Muhammad is a boring fighter, then I'm going to have to say GSP is a boring fighter. I mean, I've never thought GSP was a boring fighter. I thought he's just the type of guy who was just more superior with his mixed martial arts, and nobody was on his playing field, so that's why he would just make it look so easy. And the same thing goes for Bilal Muhammad. I think the guy has great technique. And he's showing us. He's showing us every time he goes out there that he keeps getting better and better. So for me, I can't say Bilal Muhammad is boring. I just think that he's just more superior than his, unfortunately, his adversaries and his, the level of competition that is coming up is just not ready for Bilal Muhammad, unfortunately. But for Leon Edwards, I can't see how he's boring just because he's a traditional fighter. He only fights in one way, and yeah, he doesn't really. He's not really exciting. You know what I mean? The last exciting thing that he did was what knock out Kamaru Usman, but he was losing that fight entirely. Bilal is a good guy. Yeah, man, I think Bilal is a great guy. You know what I mean? From what I can see, I think he's a great champion. He represents it really, really well. I understand there's some movement right now in the lightweight division, and Islam he wants to move up to welterweight division, but he's gonna have to wait just because Bilal Muhammad is he's gonna hold that title for a little bit. You know what I mean? So for Islam, I don't know if he'll get that opportunity to fight for the welterweight strap just because Bilal Muhammad is gonna be there. I don't see anybody beating Bilal Muhammad, not anytime soon, at least. All right. Not anytime soon, guys. But yeah, guys, I think I'm going to call it a day, man. It's been a good one. I wanted to keep this one short and sweet. You already know what it is, guys. I wanted to keep this one short and sweet. Wanted to get on here and talk about the main, topic, which was, who's going to headline UFC 317. We still don't have a co-main event, a main event, and while I'm thinking this, Dana White is over here watching his Celtics, go down to the Knicks 0-2. Makes no sense to me. Makes no sense to me. But anyways, guys, you guys have a good one. You guys stay blessed. And I am out of here. You guys have a good one. Until next time. Let me read this last one. I mean, GSP is very technical in a good way. He knows what to give the audience. Yeah, King, I understand what you're saying. But hey, a lot of people thought that, there was a lot of complaints that GSP doesn't get knockouts either at one time. You know what I mean? But anyways, guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it, guys. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media. I really appreciate you guys. Peace until next time. Y'all already know what it is. Saturday, we got Bilal Muhammad. We got, Valentina Shevchenko. We got a card with us. It ain't one of the best cards, but it's a card. Y'all stay safe, man.